And they come unto him, bringing one sick of the palsy. Bringing one had a condition that none of us want. Now, look at your neighbor and say, you don't want my condition either. But you can't help me with it. Ain't that the truth? You don't want anyone to go through what you've been going through or what you've been through. But if they're willing to help, come on with it. I remember the series I did with the luggage. Time to lighten your load. It's time to lighten your load. So it says, he said, bringing one sick of the palsy, which was born of four. Four people carried him. They elevated him off the ground. Your encouragement should be power enough to lift someone up out of their state. And sometimes your condition is so challenging, it takes more than just one person to get you to where you need to go. Listen, that's why we have corporate worship. Some people say, well, you know, the lady had told me, she said, I've been inviting her. You know, I could tell, you know, she needed the Lord. She got money. I've been telling First Lady been inviting her. And just to no avail. And what she said, well, you know, I got this lady that stops by my house on Wednesday night. I wasn't screaming at that lady's house, that's not church! Because apparently this one lady has been failing. There's no fruits, no evidence of change. So it tell me she need a gang of people to help her. Okay, let me help you out. When you're out here and you're doing your thing, saying what you want to say, let's just take, for example, if you are just speak this into your life. If you were a cursor, and those of you that still curses, I pray for your deliverance. When you were out here, outside the gathering of saints, you was pretty much saying what you wanted to say, when you wanted to say it, how you wanted to say it. And I think to your ear, it sounded cool that you were saying it. But now, when you got in the middle of the gathering of saints, it's funny how you couldn't bring yourself to say those words. I mean, come on, y'all, those of you that used to curse, or those of you that still cursing, and when you come to church, you holding it back. When you're here, you say the words that are fitting to the place and to the people. Ooh, Jesus. So what are you saying, Pastor? Change comes about when you change your group that you're gathering with. You get to this place in life, and guess what? You start exercising the power of forgiveness. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm being transparent here because some of y'all be like, ooh, girl, I almost cursed. No, don't be testing the crowd to see who else wanted to curse. Ask God for forgiveness so you can just stop thinking about cursing. Ooh, you almost made me say something I don't want to say. Don't be testing the crowd trying to see who else want to say the same thing you wanted to say. Ask God for forgiveness. It'd be like holding your breath till you get out of church just so you can say a cuss word. That don't make no sense. If you can control it in the house of God, You can control it outside the house of God, at your house, at their house. I ain't even got to my stuff yet. This is so good. This is so good. So but look at what it said in verse 4. It said, and where they could not come nigh or near unto him for the press. They couldn't get to Jesus because it was just so packed up in that place. And he was down there preaching and teaching, giving a life-changing word. And they couldn't even get near him. So they couldn't even come through the door. Look at what happened. They uncovered the roof where he was. Listen, you need some friends that are just as desperate as you. To whereas they're willing to go out of their way to get you to the holy, to get you to some bona fide help. Good friends will stop what they're doing and hear your cry. Now let me help, just in case you on that other side of the good friends, on the flip side, the bad friends. Those bad friends that would just see your name on the caller ID and let the phone keep ringing, you don't need them. Every time you got to go, they take you somewhere, they want to charge you. They tank is on a full tank, and they can't be a blessing to you. Just ask God to forgive them, you know. So it says they uncovered the roof. They uncovered the roof. The process of forgiveness. Some things have to be uncovered. You uncover that. Now, look, they took it a step further. And when they had broken it up, when you uncover it, you break it up so it can't be covered back. The problem is, we talk to God on Sunday. We get all in our emotion, you know, give him all our problems, so on and so forth. And then on Monday, we put them same problems back. There has to be a disconnect, a true disconnect. You can't say you gave it to God, but you still holding on to it. And the reason why you're still holding on to it, because you haven't forgiven them. When you forgive them, you give them to God and leave it there. Leave them there. Let God work on them. So it said, they let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy lay. Now, notice. Where they let it down. They let him down at the feet of Jesus. So all of you that have the spirit of help, it's okay that you have the spirit of help. But if you're letting down other people's business other than the foot of Jesus, you need to ask for forgiveness. And let me help you. Well, Pastor, I do take it, they problem to Jesus, but on the way, I take it to this person, I take it to that person, I take it to this person and that person. That's not how it works.